Wow! I'm ready!
Where are you?
Going to DJs in my car! Plea! Woo!
Hello?
You gotta be smiling, you gotta be dancing, you gotta be shaking that ass!
What up, Colin Schmore?
Oh, Schmore, boy.
Welcome to the top 10, maybe even top 2 podcast on all of the interwebs. No need to fear, the Boken boys are here, podcasting in your ear. From the Square Mile City, Frankie Sinatra's backdoor,
Frank.
Hoboken, New Jersey. We are the Boken boys. I am your chubby friend Z, and to my right, as always, is the soft, silky, and smooth Bones.
What up, Z? I'm trying to yell as much as you do.
I don't think anyone wants me yelling. The Funky Monkeys is coming.
We should do a blackout only episode.
People can't see what we're wearing.
No, a blackout only episode. Like you're blacked out.
And just you talk?
No, and you just scream the whole time.
Oh, like blackout drunk.
Blackout drunk. What do you mean?
I thought you meant like when, like the college team or the high school team wears all the same color. It's a white out or a blue out or a blackout.
No. I mean like you get blacked out.
Or a blackout would be that no one can see or hear you.
Yeah.
No one in my own head could see or hear me, I guess.
Yeah.
Memorial Day, 2-day hangover for me.
Oh my God.
Well into the third day, and I'm finally feeling pretty good. Kind of good, but not great.
No. I feel much better. Way better. I remember, I don't know. I drank, Thursday?
Drank a little bit too much.
Had a few drinks Wednesday, then Thursday, Friday, Saturday. But they were all like
Heavy.
2 a.m. plus or later.
And we started all during the day every time.
Oh, yeah. Friday, Saturday. And then Sunday, I remember our roommate Madison, or my roommate Madison, your former roommate, had her friends. She was like,
roommate.
She was like, what are you doing? Come to the pier. And I was like, 0% chance I go to the fucking pier.
I want nothing to do with you.
And her friends came over and they're like, just come to the pier. It'll be fun. I'm like, I don't want to leave the couch right now. It's nice out. I was like, I'm going to go to the roof maybe right there.
Yeah.
That's
one.
I'm not going down 5 flights. I can only go up one
Unless
flight.
they were giving those IVs out at the pier. That would probably be the only thing. Still have never had one.
I would really like one.
But I've only heard like remarkable things.
Well, yeah, it does take a few hours to like kick in though, and I want immediate. I want the alcohol to be out of my system instantly.
It's a flushing of the system and a nutrient based spread into your vein, right into your vein.
Yeah, me and Longo talked about doing it, and then instead of doing that, we woke up late and
drank Red Bull vodkas
and immediately started drinking it.
And then you
Vegas.
ate all the chicken. Out of my Chinese food.
I ate all the chicken out of the only meal I really ate the entire weekend in Vegas.
Very nice of you.
And Longo, he goes, "No, man, I didn't wake up early enough. Let's just start drinking." I'm like, okay. So there's only 2 cures for drinking. It's
drinking.
It's drinking. Or getting all the alcohol out of your system, which is either time or an IV. And our hotel
you could sweat some of it out. I mean, that works. Every Saturday morning I play basketball. It definitely helps. I sweat out a good amount of what I had the night before.
I used to do that, but I feel so terrible now that there's no possible way I can do that.
Yeah. I mean, it can only be after one night of drinking. But
is this thing on?
Hello? So I checked the Facebook again for the what happened timeline, whatever. What do you call the memories portion?
Memories.
Yolanda 2.0 died in the Lincoln Tunnel 5 years ago today. That was
oh my God.
When I was on my way down to
Belmar.
That was
Belmar.
We were on our way down to Belmore. I went and I picked up Maddie Schley and Scott from the city. And then
he took a train with Ree.
We all took a train.
Oh, you part.
So after I picked up Schley and Scott, the hood of my Ford Explorer named Yolanda 2.0 because Yolanda 1 was a casualty of Yadam Baker. Yolanda 2.0 was the same car, just later model. But anyway, in the middle of the Lincoln Tunnel, the hood started smoking, and we literally rolled through the end of the Lincoln Tunnel, parked it under a bridge in Weehawken, and I just left it there to be totaled. We got on a train because we're adults and went back down to Belmar, carrying all of our beer and bags in tow.
You did nothing about. You're like, I'm not dealing with this now. I'm going to go blackout.
My car was literally left at Friday at 2 p.m. underneath a bridge in Weehawken, and I did not even go near it till Wednesday of the next week when someone came and junked it for me.
Yeah, that's nice.
I brought like a bag with me to take all of my my possessions out.
If you were in a different city, it would have been gone. It would have been no issue.
Yeah, I could have reported stolen and gotten more money. Probably that would have been nice.
Yeah. Real quick, this Boston St. Louis Stanley Cup game. It's already 2-1 and 10 minutes are gone. It's 3 goals in the first.
Whoever took that first period over feels great.
First period overs. That's one of the gambling tips.
Correct.
Yeah.
Headed to Charlotte this weekend for Ian and the Nahas's wedding. So quick shout out to you fellers.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds like it's 2 men.
Yeah, it's not. It's
Ian and Michelle.
Yes.
Excited to be down in Charlotte, Queen City. Is that right? Isn't Charlotte the Queen City?
Is that what it's called?
I believe it's the Queen City. Could be totally wrong here, but don't fact check me.
Isn't that London?
Fly out Friday. I'll be back on Sunday, but looking forward to it, to a little celebration of nuptials.
Oh, I love nuptials.
And we'll have, I will see the Schmordor. I will see the B Shill.
I wonder how many laps Schmordor is going to take at that wedding. So many laps.
Someone's got to be his chaperone for the weekend. I don't know who it's going to be. Last night, it was crazy fucking weather in Hoboken and all over the country, by the way.
Yep.
Incredible storms, tornadoes touching down in the Bronx. There was apparently a tornado warning.
Yep.
I woke up to 38 text messages from you, MP, and Hypothetical Bob, all about weather.
Yep. Well, no, Bob was.
There were radar
angry.
maps in my text messages from you guys.
Bob was very angry. Hypothetical Bob was very angry that it was not raining at Yankee Stadium and it was not as crazy weather as it is in Hoboken. He couldn't contemplate.
He couldn't fathom that.
He couldn't comprehend that 4 miles. Yankee Stadium is more or less 4 miles away from Hoboken. And it had one quick downpour, and then it was a little bit of drizzle and just nothing for the rest of the game.
Meanwhile, it was like lightning. Armageddon in Hoboken.
Yeah, there was wind. It was fucking windy as hell, pouring down rain everywhere, lots of lightning, lots of thunder, and just Bronx was fine. I mean, Yankees were going to lose no matter what because once you get through the 5th inning in baseball,
if you're winning, it's over.
If you're winning and it's raining, they call the game and it is over.
So. That's what I woke up. I go to bed rather early. I wake up for work a little early. So when I woke up at 4:30 this morning, I think there's literally like 32 texts from the 3 of you, 6 radar maps, stories about how it rained across the street from you when you were on the same block.
That's a true story.
We had a live report from the Bronx from one of our friends.
Yep.
Someone texted and screenshotted to prove that it wasn't raining in the Bronx.
That's our friend Mark Leitner. Shout out, Mark. No, that's a true story, though, about I never really played lacrosse, but I was playing lacrosse, throwing the ball around with my friend six houses down.
This is a BN, and this is a wives' tale.
No, this is a true story. Oh, we have to do a quick pause so I can pick up my food. I'll tell the story after. Whew, I'm back.
And we're back!
Quite out of breath. I just ran. This was in a period of 3 minutes. Ran down 5 flights of stairs. The Italian man that delivered my food comes in and says, I rang the doorbell. I guess it don't work. Which is great. And I was like, yeah. And then just grabbed the food, ran fully back up, shoved some chicken in my mouth, and we're back.
Times like these, I'm happy I don't live in this apartment anymore. Those 5 flights get you.
I'm so out of breath. It's just the running. You don't feel out of breath until you stop doing it. So going back into my story.
Your made-up story about raining.
No, it's a real story. I want to say it was July, so it was a little bit later. It was actually in the summer.
Liars usually remember specific details of things to cover their falsehoods.
Anyway, I was around 12-ish, and me and one of my friends who lived 6 doors down were literally just throwing the lacrosse ball around.
What was his name?
Andrew. Mm-hmm. And
sounds false. Continue.
Okay. Anyway, and he. Like, literally, it starts, we're playing there, and we're in the front of his house, so I can't see my house. And he, within 30 seconds, it was completely sunny. It is downpouring. There is thunder going off, and I am like, all right, I'm going home. and I run as fast as I can. The second I was maybe 2 doors past his house, sunny, not a cloud in the sky, standing on it never rained anywhere except above his house and maybe the house next door.
Did you still have the baseball glove in your hand?
You mean the lacrosse stick?
Damn it.
I sure fucking did, motherfucker.
I thought I would catch you.
You didn't catch me.
Well, I will say the one good thing about the rain
Nobody listens to techno. Okay.
yesterday was there were no scooters out, and there are still no scooters out today.
Yep. Scooterless.
Wonderful.
Scooterless days.
However, they're just in the middle of the sidewalks. So it's a big pain in the ass as I'm like, I wore an umbrella. I used an umbrella today for the first time, and I walked into
a rain jacket.
I walked into 2 scooters today because they were just in the middle. Because I'm like not paying attention with the umbrella. You know, it's pouring out, and they're just in the middle of the street.
Mm-hmm. I did notice this morning that somebody definitely comes and organizes these.
Yeah, they have a truck that goes around.
Yeah,
and
and
they charge them, and then they put them back in a proper place.
Correct, but they put them all over Hoboken because there was like a lineup of 4 right by the bus stop
Yeah,
where I get out.
They put them in the hot spots and then random spots throughout Hoboken.
Yeah, my coworkers are for it. I'm pretty disappointed in them. Coworkers like, I made it from 15th Street all the way down to 2nd Street in like 3 minutes. It was only $4. So I was like, so you couldn't walk the extra like 7 to 10 minutes.
Yeah.
To go to your friend. It was a beautiful day on Saturday.
Was beautiful.
You weren't sweating, which was key. You could walk anywhere.
I'm going to try to see if I can ride the scooter for the first time, but I'm going to do it in Charlotte. I'm going to do it in Charlotte so it's not cheating.
Okay. Yeah, and I'll do it in Austin the next weekend.
Correct.
So it's not cheating.
So it won't be I want to just see if I can. I don't think I can.
It's not about the scooters. I understand they make sense, just not in this city.
I don't like them in this city, but on top of that, I don't actually know if I can physically ride one since I have no balance.
You literally all right, never mind.
Yeah.
I'm not going to argue this. How easy a scooter.
My body's a little crazy.
Literally, there are pictures of, what's it called? It's riding them. Gerbils riding scooters. So if you can't ride a scooter, you
Was the gerbil up Richard Gere's ass?
If you can't ride a scooter, you are less physically able to do anything than a gerbil. Gerbils are more...
Can gerbils swim? Because then I'm already less capable.
I don't know.
The one positive thing about my dog, he's just like me. He refuses to go in the water. Very smart dog. Carly Ray, shout out.
Well, if, a lot of dogs that weren't puppies around water won't go in water because it makes them fucking nervous. So like
She hates the rain and she hates the water. It's great.
Yeah. She's a cat dog then. I have a cat dog at home.
Alone in the world, little cat dog.
You know, Sauce, you know her.
Before we get into double shot,
Sauce.
I just had fuck Sauce. Before we get into double shot, I have a couple more things I just wanted to bring up. Did you watch the Lonely Island Bash Brothers doc?
It was awesome.
Incredible, correct?
Hysterical. And I downloaded the album because that's on Spotify.
It's on Spotify, yeah.
And it's funnier. You have to see it first, but once you see
Seeing
it,
is
it's
believing.
Hysterical.
The Boken boys give their full endorsement for the Lonely Island Bash.
It's a little
Brothers
weird.
doc.
There's definitely some weird parts to it.
Super weird.
But it's very funny, and it's only 30 minutes long. Who doesn't have 30 minutes?
It's quick. It was the anniversary of Harambe. Just wanted to bring that up.
Rest in peace. Never forget.
I think enough has been talked about Harambe. I just want to let our listeners aware. And the last thing, I want to start introducing this as we get more into the show. Do you remember Texts from Last Night, how awesome they were? That thing was called Texts from Last Night.
Yeah.
It was a website.
Yep. Where did that go?
I don't think is it there anymore?
It's just group me in WhatsApp. It's just people send texts from last night to their friends and only people who care.
But I wonder if I want to maybe the website still exists, but that was like the coolest thing in the world when we were in college. It would just be the area code and then some crazy thing that happened the night before from one of your friends. So I think we might be bringing that back soon.
I like that move.
Yeah, just want to throw that out there.
Mine are going to be terrible. Oh, fuck.
All right. Double shot, Bonesy. How you feeling?
Still sad. Still a little broken up.
Still mourning the loss of B Lashes. I'm mourning the loss of how terrible I sound singing. Listening back to my was it Boys to Men, Bones, Thugs and Harmony, whatever I sang.
I don't really
It's
remember.
so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. That was a terrible song by me.
Yeah, it was. You sung it. You performed it so terribly that I can't even tell you who it was.
So we have. I'll let you set this up if you want, and then I'll read it.
This is our plea to MTV. We had promised this multiple times that if any of the ECBC girls were cabbed, because that's a new thing, getting cabbing, that we would start reaching out to MTV and the production company, which is 495 Productions. And it's not even really a plea. It's a requirement for them to put all three of them in a show. So we have our first email set. Now we're not going to drop this episode until Friday, the 31st of May.
But it's being recorded before
Double Shot.
Double Shot on Thursday.
So we may be adding names to this, and it may be much more angry.
Anytime B-Lashes is now eliminated, if, hopefully not when, but hopefully just if, either of the other ECBC gals are eliminated, we will repeat this letter and update it every single time on air.
Of course. Until actually they make a show for them.
So the letter will be addressed to Sally Ann Salsano.
What up, Sally? We love her.
We love you.
We love her.
We love you.
She's made some great fucking television.
You are the godmother of some of the greatest things of all time.
The original Double Shot, which not many people know, was in like the Icky twins.
Correct.
Nikki and I don't remember the other name, which are like 08, 09. So shout out to original Double Shot. And then there was Shot of Love with Tila Tequila, which was also awesome.
Sally Ann also brought us all the greatness of the Jersey Shore.
Yep.
I listened to her get interviewed once on a podcast.
Creme de la creme.
She's hilarious. She's a typical, like, just girl from around here, you know.
Yep.
So we love you. This is not meant to upset you, but here's our letter. Prepared statement. Dear Sally Ann, we regret to inform you that we are sincerely disappointed that Paulie and Vinny made the unconscionable decision to call B-Lashes her cab. Team ECBC is who gets Double Shot of Love, 750,000 plus viewers week over week. Crazy Nikki is not a star or a showstopper. She is a woman we see too often in the reality TV universe. What you don't see very often is three women like B-Lashes, Darren, and Marissa. Their personalities, eccentricities, and realism scream out, they need their own show.
They need it!
Which is exactly what we are proposing. To make up for the cabbing of B-Lashes, I love that word, we have a few suggestions to start. The Summer of ECBC, a working title. Triple Shot at Love. B-Lashes, Darren, and Marissa Take on the City, working title. The Boken Boys, trademark, would be more than happy to discuss our ideas, but we truly hope the show is already in production, actually post-production. Cheers, Z and Bones, the Boken Boys TM.
We out.
That's all we have for you, Sally.
If this doesn't work, I think that's a well-worded email.
We will have to amend this, like I said, in case of any awfulness that could possibly occur on Thursday, which we hope is not. But
it's really, we have to see how Marissa and Darren react to a child.
There is a kid. Front
Marissa's
runner for next episode has got to be Brittany. Because Brittany has a kid, an old kid.
Yeah, there's only... Marissa's only 22.
Yeah.
So at least when this show was filmed.
Correct, she was 22.
So she's like 23-ish now, I guess. That makes sense.
Yeah. So...
don't let that happen.
That's our
Vinny, but don't fucking let it happen.
That's our plea to MTV. Please hear us. And
is Holly still there?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. How the fuck is that possible?
Is Holly in ECBC? Yeah, right? Yeah.
I mean, then Maria's in ECBC too.
Yeah, but she's not like one of the gang.
No. This is her Double Shot.
I like Holly. I think she's very nice.
Yeah, she's a mom. She can. I mean,
but
she can manage Team ECBC.
Yes. How about that? That's perfect.
Holly's the manager.
Holly is the manager of ECBC. She could be the host of Triple Shot at Love.
Also working title.
Or the Summer of ECBC. She could be the host.
I like Summer of ECBC.
Or she could just be the undercover person that's always like getting ready and digging up dirt on people. Summer of Love.
With ECBC.
I dig it.
Threesomes? No, just kidding.
All right, well, we wish you girls the best of luck tomorrow. Even though this is airing on Friday, we wish you the best of luck on Thursday. We will have a full recap of the show dropping on Monday. We will hopefully not have to pour any more out. And I can promise you that at the wedding I'm at this weekend, I will be doing the B-Lashes dance all weekend long on the dance floor, and I'm going to show Charlotte what's up.
What up, Charlotte?
Ooh. So I have a question to ask you. We're going to go into diet starts on Monday.
Oh, yeah.
Since Monday was a holiday, I feel
Nope.
the diet starts on Tuesday.
I disagree with this.
I think that my diet operates much like the public bank holiday works structure.
The public bank, the banking structure.
The banking like holiday. I operate pretty much strictly Monday to Friday, and I'm
Outside of
off,
holidays.
except for holidays. So I'm not.
So
I'm not going to say that my diet started on Monday because that would be a lie. I was still in recovery mode. It was a
Do you
holiday.
get 8 days off for Hanukkah?
I'm not a Jew.
Okay, just a question. Do you get Christmas off?
I'm also not going to
Christmas-
not drink or eat for 40 days or.
Does Christmas start on, if Christmas is on a Wednesday?
That's a really good question. I think that the diet starts on Monday can only occur on a Tuesday if Monday is the holiday. So if Christmas is the Wednesday holiday, I got to be good on Christmas.
Because then you could be good Monday, Tuesday, break it on Wednesday, not really count, and then go back to good on Thursday, Friday.
It's just automatically assumed that on Thursday of Thanksgiving week, I'm breaking my diet.
Okay, so you broke your diet on Monday.
I did not break my diet. It was a holiday. It didn't start till Tuesday.
So diet started on Tuesday.
Started on Tuesday. We're recording this Wednesday night. I have so far been good. Roughly 36 hours. I've been meal prepping. I ate a lot of very small, healthy meals.
What's healthy to you?
I had little pieces of steak, very proportion controlled.
What's a little piece to you? Over under 8 ounces.
Under 8 ounces. Piece of steak. Sweet potatoes, broccoli. I had a chicken, buffalo chicken salad with no dressing, just shredded chicken, hot sauce, and the other accoutrement, no cheese. Just cucumbers. I've been very, very good. I've even been making iced coffee before I leave in the morning.
Ooh.
And not stopping at Dunkin' Donuts in the morning.
Well, I mean, how does that just affects your monetary situation?
I think it's just more of like that mindset of just, I'm being more well prepared and jumping back into it. So I feel really good about it.
Good. I'm happy you feel good about yourself. Would you like?
I'm going to break the diet immediately as
Would
soon
you
as
like
Friday
a fried
comes.
chicken
No, I'm
tender
good.
that I'm eating right now?
There's zero chance I last past Friday on this because I'll be on a plane going to Charlotte, and I have to taste all the wonderfulness. I'm going to dinner Friday night.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out Pask for making reservations.
Good job, Pass.
I'm sure I'm going to eat something real bad at dinner. So,
What cookie will you eat on the plane?
stroopwafel.
Stroopwafels.
If there's a stroopwafel, wait, didn't they discontinue the stroopwafels?
No, they brought it back. People hated it so much they brought it back. It's only if you're flying. If your flights, what time's your flight?
I'm flying at 8 a.m.
I think you're good. I think it's
I'll
like
get a
before a certain time, like 5 to 7, they don't serve stroopwafels. It doesn't make any sense. Why not?
I need a stroopwafel.
Starbucks sells them now.
Yes, I saw that. I almost bought one the other day.
I don't know who told me this. I think it was.
It might have been me.
What? No.
Stroopwafel?
Yeah,
Oh.
I saw it in Starbucks. I mean, on putting them over your cup of coffee and or tea
Oh, that was not me.
when it's freshly hot and it melts the caramel inside.
Oh,
Love a stroopwafel.
I had my first stroopwafel probably 3 years ago when I discovered them. You guys knew about them, but I took a picture. I was like, what is this deliciousness? I ate 5 on the first plane. I just kept being like, can I have a couple more of those,
They're
please?
so good. I don't know what crack they put in there, but they're goddamn
Yeah.
delicious.
I was like, give me another airplane bottle of vodka and 3 more stroopwafels, please.
Oh, man. Remember on the way to Vegas when we actually drank the plane? This was a 7 a.m. flight.
Correct.
And we drank the plane dry of whiskey or
I was
vodka.
not. No, I did not get in the plane with you. But
You weren't
I
on the
heard
same
about it.
plane.
I
Yeah,
heard about it.
we drank the plane dry on the flight to Vegas, which is crazy because we got there at 9 a.m. Vegas time. And
I'm
we
not a
drank it
fan
dry
of-
on that flight.
I'm not a fan. I like to fly and travel by myself. If I'm going there or home, I enjoy just going by myself. I like to be in my own zone. I like to sit
I don't know.
on the window seat.
So you're like me with movies. I like to go by myself because there's people like you and my roommate Madison.
I used to
that
love
talk.
going to the movies by myself.
It's great. There
There
is
should be no stigma.
Logical,
There should be no stigma.
There's no reason to go to the movie with anybody else. I get it. You're in a relationship. Maybe you want to see it with friends and talk about it immediately afterwards. But in reality,
It's not a social activity.
no. Everyone goes, like big movies, people go and see real quick, and you can talk about it the next day. You don't need to go with anyone else. You can sit, you can lay down, you can portion control the amount of liquid you're drinking with the amount of salt you're putting in so you don't have to get up and pee and you don't miss anything.
I don't eat anything at the movie theater.
That's a good move, too. Don't eat or drink anything.
I'll get a large Diet
hold on,
Coke.
Hold on. No, you had a
That was breakfast. That was different. We went to 10 o'clock in the morning movie.
Taylor ham, egg, and cheese.
Yeah, but that was
Pre-diet.
breakfast.
Pre-diet. Diet hadn't started yet.
If I usually go to the movies, I just get a large Diet Coke.
See, that's dangerous because I, for some reason, even if I've peed 12 times that day,
I will not have to pee within
and
that
drink
2.5
zero,
hours. I will
have
pee
to
after.
It's
I will
like the
not
second
pee
I sit
during.
down in a movie theater and I start drinking, I feel it. I'm like, I'm going to ruin this movie for myself.
Strong bladder control in this one.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
that's all I got.
All right. Are we jumping into the old carb on carb now?
Take it away, Bonesy.
So we're doing carb on carb, now formerly known as C.O.C.
C.O.C. Big C, little O, big C.
Yep. Today will come from our good friends and Phillips, because he's not going by his first name or last name anymore, Philip. Philip's wife, Danielle, D-Rips, on Grove Street Grub. If you haven't followed them on Instagram, she's got some
What's
great...
the name of it?
Grove Street Grub.
In Jersey City?
No. This is her Instagram handle. I'm giving a shout out to D-Rips for her food blog.
Oh, her food blog.
This is her food blog.
Gotcha.
So she went to, I'm not sure what date this was. This was back in October, so a while ago. Here's a very solid picture of Clinton Hall,
Shout out Drips.
and it's called the Fondue Burger. And this burger...
I like the name.
This burger, it has the cheese on the side.
I have a feeling I'm not going to like what you're putting inside of it, but
No,
I
and
like
the burger
name.
in the middle, on the top, they cut a hole in it, and they shove fries into it. Like they fucking stuff an asshole with fries. And I'm going to show it to you and see if you'd eat this. You cannot take the fries out. You have to eat them with the fries in.
I love the concept.
Yeah.
I think it's a wonderful concept.
And then you cover it in cheese, and then you eat it all in one.
It's a pretzel bun as well.
Oh, the pretzel bun's one of the best.
So
Unless it gets too oily, then it's just slippery.
I like when they cut a hole in the middle of things in general. As long
holes.
as first of all, all right. So there's a hole in the middle of this burger. The question I have is the rest of the meat taken out, or did they actually spread the meat around to the rest of the sandwich?
It's a good question. I guess we'll have to go to Clinton Hall and get the fondue burger.
Because I like when, in general, things deconstructed like that with the hole in the middle, but I don't like when they take out the best part. Like when they do a pizza with the mozzarella in the cheese in the middle, the sauce, I'm sorry. They take out the best part of the pizza, the end of the pizza.
What do you mean here?
They make a pizza, then they cut a circle
They
out of the
make a
middle,
pizza.
and they put like a dipping sauce in the middle, and it's like
I've never seen that. What are you talking
It's
about?
like a trendy, fucking douchey Brooklyn thing to do.
Interesting.
But they take the best part of the pizza out. I'm digressing here.
You are. So would you eat this?
Easy answer on this is a no.
Okay.
And I say that because the French fries are just in the middle. The burger acts as a cup.
The burger is a cup for the fries.
Now, what I would do, because of that delicious cheese, that fondue that you can dip in,
Cheese.
I would pour the fondue all over that bad boy.
Okay.
And then I would fork and knife the burger out.
Since you would do that-
And eat the fries separately.
The only rules are you can't take, if you pour the fondue on, you can't eat the fries outside of the burger.
No, that's fine. I would just fondue on the side.
You'd fondue on the side?
I would.
Sounds like a new dance.
I would have to cut.
Slide to the left, fondue to the right.
I think in an item like this, you cut out pieces of the burger and just let it sit in the fondue. Okay. Let it drown in that fondue.
Okay.
And then you fish it out with your spoon or fork.
Ooh, fishing it out. I like that.
That looks delicious, though.
It looks really freaking good.
This is from the Drips food blog?
Yeah, this is
Shout out.
Grove Street Grub, at Grove Street Grub. I'm going to spell it out. Grove. Street, if you don't know how to spell that, kill yourself. And then Grub, Grub. All one word, at Grove Street Grub on Instagram.
Delicious. Wonderful work.
Thanks, D-Rips.
Anti-shout out to your husband.
Anti-shout out to Philip. Pretty sure my headphones just broke.
Broke for good?
One's just not working. Am I plugged in here? Oh, here we go. Get a little jiggle. Okay, we're back.
And we're back!
Is this thing on?
We haven't done sports in a while,
I like them.
so I like sports. The first thing I want to talk to you about, Bronny James, son of LeBron James.
I've been pretty much off media today because of work, but please tell me what happened.
He's the worst. Well, LeBron James,
Well, I mean, I hate him. So
the worst athlete of all time. We hate LeBron James. You're an insufferable person.
top 5, maybe top 10, maybe top 2.
Bottom 10, maybe even bottom 2 sports personalities of all time. His social media presence, I refuse to follow him, but I see clips every now and then, like, just in passing. He just screams into his phone singing rap lyrics. Like, bro, no one cares. You're an asshole. You have a terrible receding hairline. You're a great basketball player. Cool. But you're an insufferable human being.
Excuse the chewing and talking with my mouth full, but remember when
Do you recall?
he got on a subway in New York for the first time? I think he was going to a Nets game. He was going to play the Nets.
It was before the game. They filmed it.
And he was like filming people like they're fucking animals in
Yeah.
New York. And like, the best part is everyone knew it was LeBron James and nobody gave a fuck about LeBron.
Bro,
Nobody
you-
took their phone out, take a picture of him. Nobody asked for an autograph. They just sat there and watched him film him and went on with their fucking days.
You grew up in the streets and shithole of Akron, Ohio.
Theoretically.
No, he did. He was
Supposedly.
poor as fuck growing up in Akron, Ohio. Bro, you're not better than these people. You have forgotten where you're from.
Mm-hmm.
I will never forget where I'm from. I'm from a wealthy white suburb. Okay? And I will always keep that in the back of my head. But if I grew up in a shitty hood area, I would always remember that. And I would not make fun of those from...
Well, he's pretty much guaranteed to be a billionaire with his $1 billion Nike contract.
True. But that's the great thing
His
about New
shoes
York.
suck, by the way.
There's always people in the subway that like are kind of famous, and I'll like literally look at me like, huh, they're famous. And then
they
I'll
just-
go back to what I'm doing.
Yep.
That's it. I don't care about you. Like, you're taking the cool, because most of them are trying to be like meta with it. They're like, oh, look at me. I'm taking the subway.
No, that's not true. There's a lot of famous people that take the subway, and you'd have no idea that they're taking the subway.
I don't know. I think
There's sometimes like getting around
if
New
you
York.
see the
is
picture on
not-
Instagram, they're douchey people.
No, they'll. We'll go around and show. I'll find some Instagram.
If they're
pictures.
wearing a hat, they're not doing it to be cool. If they are
They're
peacocking,
almost always wearing a hat.
if they're peacocking, fuck you.
Yeah, almost always wearing a hat when you see them on the subway, so you never notice them because apparently the hat is takes away everything. Takes
Yeah,
away
if you wear a
your
hat,
whole-
you might as well be invisible.
Yep, which is boggling to me. But in
if
LA,
I wear a hat and sunglasses on a subway, you will have no idea who I am.
I remember I was
Head down.
I was walking. You have to hear him, really. I was walking behind Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis, and didn't know I was. He was wearing a hat. She was wearing like a hoodie with her hood up.
Yeah.
Had no idea it was them. And then I heard him start talking and her start talking, and I was like,
oh my
I was in the
God.
West Village. I was like,
I know them.
Huh, weird. And then she turned around with no makeup on, and I almost threw up because if you thought Zuzili was bad on Double Shot,
Zuhaley.
is it Zuhaley?
Zuhaley.
I'm going to call her Zuzili.
You don't, get many things right. So,
Oh, okay.
well, neither do I. But
Yeah, no. Okay. That it was like that. I was
Seagird
like,
is in Manasquan.
Yep. Sea dirt. Okay.
Should we get back to Bronny?
Yes, go back to
So
I didn't
Le-
even know where we were. I thought we were still on carb on carb. I was eating carbs right now.
LeBron James' awful son, who he named Bronny, like LeBron Jr., even though he said he doesn't want his son to have all this media attention, named him LeBron Jr., a.k.a. Bronny James. The kid wears 23 on the court. He's 14 years old, and he got an Instagram for the first time. He posts a picture. The first person to comment, guess who it is?
Himself.
Draymond Green.
What did Draymond say, though?
I'm at your fucking neck this summer, G. All gas.
That's amazing.
Draymond Green talks shit to a 14-year-old on Instagram, and I fucking loved every second of it.
Wonderful.
That was day one. Day two of Bronny James, he is just like a shitty person like his father. I will quote all the things that he said in a video on his second day of Instagram. Listen up, little fucker. It's time to make a PSA. Just because she has a pretty face does not mean she has a pretty heart. Next thing. These bitches don't give a fuck about an N-word. I'm not going to say that.
Yeah, that's smart.
And the last one.
We can cut it.
You bitch. All you want to do is smoke your motherfucking weed away. This is a 14-year-old kid, the son of the most famous athlete outside of soccer players in the world, and he's doing this shit on day two of his Instagram. And I will posit this, it's because his father is a terrible alcoholic, awful influence.
He's not even an alcoholic. He's a wineaholic, which is so much worse. It's
Correct.
so much douchier. Be a real alcoholic. Drink some whiskey, you fucking piece of shit. God.
And now you have a shitty son. I don't even feel bad talking shit about a 14-year-old kid.
That was a guarantee. That was a guarantee to have a shit.
He could have gone the other way.
Listen, I may hate on LeBron a lot. We may hate on him, but
Yeah,
he is very good at
deservedly so.
basketball, and he
Yeah.
has his moments. And his son will never have those moments. No matter how good he is at basketball, he will never have those moments.
Correct. But I'm just saying, like, his son could have gone the other way. His son could have been like, growing up, be like, oh my God, he's 14 years old. This is the exact time where you hate your parents. He's probably like, oh my God, my dad's so annoying, always rapping on Instagram. He could have been that. He could have won over the entire country if all he did was the first video be like, yo, my dad's a fucking loser on Instagram. The whole world would have erupted in applause. He would have been the most famous kid. Fuck you, Justin Bieber. Well, there's a new kid in the block, and his name is Bronny James. But no, you squandered the opportunity, and you acted like your awful father.
Do you think LeBron... I can't hate his son because that was expected. Do you think LeBron is getting fat right now? Because he hasn't not played in the playoffs.
He's filming, bro. He's filming the shitty movie 2.0. Looney Tunes.
Okay, you're going to call Space Jam
Space
shitty?
Jam. No, because he's making a bad version of it.
Yeah, it's a
he's
great movie.
Desecrating
that he's
the original.
desecrating. He's murdering, and nobody wants to be in it. Do you think he's getting fat, though? Being in a movie doesn't mean you're not getting fat. He could just sit there and eat all day.
And drink wine.
He's definitely getting fat.
It could be.
Wonder if he has grape gas like I do.
I wanted an NBA playoffs without LeBron James. We have all this Lakers drama. He's constantly around.
It's been a good, outside
now
the
his son, come on, just enough. Like, enough. It's not about you.
Yeah, there was one day, it was like the first round of the playoffs, and he clearly had no idea what to do with himself. And he was
bored.
Hammered, and he was tweeting and then answering his own tweets right afterwards. And people were like, yo, dude, chill the fuck out. Chill the fuck out.
There's a lot of those just LeBron fans out there. Not going to name any names. I was the best man in someone's wedding who's a big LeBron James guy, but...
Anti-shout-out for your fandom.
That's the only flaw you have, Schley. I love you as a best friend, but you have a flaw, and it's the love of LeBron James.
And his grundle hair. Don't forget about that.
We have the NBA Finals coming up. Toronto, a.k.a. Kawhi's team, versus Golden State. How many games will it take Golden State to win?
4. This is going to be
You think it's a clean sweep?
I think it's a clean sweep. It's in Toronto to start.
Yeah, so Toronto, which we looked up the other day, we actually researched. Oh, gross. Toronto...
Sports we research. Everything else we don't.
Well, because we were wondering why Toronto was a 1-point favorite when we looked up the line in Game 1. Now, there will be no Kevin Durant for at least Game 1, most likely Game 2 as well. It's in Toronto. Maybe they're riding high. Golden State hasn't played in over... It'll be like 10 days at that point. But you think 4? I think here's the problem. I mean, if they go down 0-2,
it's over.
It's over in 4. It is a sweep
because then they go back to
Golden State.
They've actually played worse at Golden State at home than they have.
What if they win the first 2 games and
Toronto?
then KD comes? No. Golden State wins the first 2 games. KD comes back. They lose Game 3. They lose Game 4. KD magically gets hurt in Game 4,
and then they win.
They win 5 and 6, and they win the series.
Well,
how awesome would that be?
Again, he is
second or third best player in the NBA.
No, but he is the
succubus,
of their team, and it's not against him. I like him, unlike everybody else.
I hate Kevin Durant for what he did.
What do you mean you hate him?
He was up 3-1 on the Warriors in the Western Conference Finals. He lost 3 in a row, him and Russell Westbrook. And instead of just being like, you know what, I'm going to go to the gym and get better, he joined them.
I mean, this is what NBA players do. Jimmy Butler literally cried in Minnesota.
Reggie Miller didn't do it.
This is what current NBA players do.
Larry Bird didn't do it.
No, they didn't. That's why the NBA sucks now.
Russell Westbrook doesn't do it.
Kawhi literally just refused to. He didn't say a word for a year.
I'm on Kawhi's side. I think Kawhi was actually hurt. And I think the Spurs fucked it up. I think he was actually hurt.
Hold on. When have the Spurs ever fucked anything up since 1996?
I think this is their whole thing. They know that they don't fuck things up. So when Kawhi said, no, I'm still hurt, and they gave him pushback and gave him shit, he was like, no, like for real. And then he just got pissed. He's like, no, I'm like actually hurt. Fuck you guys.
Well, Kawhi's a pussy for doing that. And I'm sorry. Because if you look at a sport like the NHL, where they play with broken feet, faces.
He has a permanent leg injury in his quad.
That's interesting.
That requires load management is the only way to solve it.
How does he
played
management,
5 games.
How many loads does he have to give off a day?
He only played 5 games more than LeBron this year because the team adequately addressed his load management.
So he was coming way too much. Kawhi, stop coming.
All right, Toronto. I think Toronto steals Game 1, even though they're at home and they're technically the favorite.
No, if Drake's there, the curse is back on.
And then I see a
Drake thinks his curse is gone. That's the best part. And Drake is going to bring the curse back.
Fuck Drake.
Yeah.
Drake should just become a LeBron fan, and he would be they could together be the most insufferable people. No, but he doesn't he wasn't showing up to finals games in the front row doing what he does like he does in Toronto.
It's Drake's the same way as LeBron is. So
Correct.
After Alabama lost LeBron was an Alabama fan.
Yeah.
During the national championship.
Was he in the Clemson locker room?
And then afterwards, he's in the Clemson locker room hanging out with everybody.
What a douche.
Fuck you.
Inadvertent whammy there. Sorry.
Okay.
Inadvertent whammy. My bad. No, we could go for Drake. I just read something before the show started. The NBA spoke to Drake prior to the NBA Finals about his on-court behavior.
What's his on-court behavior?
I think they're going to tell him that he needs to relax.
I mean,
he was touching the coach. He's up in the coach's box running around.
He's trying to be Spike Lee. Is what he's trying to do.
But at least Spike Lee's on the other side of the floor. Drake.
Wasn't Spike Lee not always on the other side?
Spike Lee was always, I thought, on the other side of the floor.
I don't think so.
Drake is on the bench, basically. Spike Lee,
Spike Lee can
opposite
do
the bench.
no wrong. It's the only person Dolan will never throw out of the Garden.
Even though Reggie Miller has literally said, the reason I played well and won that game was because of Spike Lee.
And it definitely was. He didn't stare down anybody but Spike Lee.
And then he went off.
Which is crazy.
Shout out
Reggie.
Typical Knicks.
Shout out Reggie.
A fan could affect the game like that. Typical Nets.
Well, no. Yeah.
Nets flub. Oh, quick thing here. I read an article also the other day. The Nets think that Kyrie Irving and D'Angelo Russell could be a good backcourt together. No. No.
They both need the ball. It doesn't work.
Kyrie is a douche. Did we not just see what happened in Boston? He's the worst leader of all time.
But the
entire team is young guys.
Have you ever drank the water in Boston? It fucks you up, man. The
whole Nets team are young guys. This guy can't lead my fucking balls inside my body when it's 4 degrees out. He can't do shit, okay?
Everybody in Boston has sold there's something in the water where everyone sold their soul to be pieces of shit for the rest of their... Well, that's the
Gordon
downgrade.
Hayward. I like everyone else on the team but Kyrie Irving.
You've become a piece of shit. Gordon Hayward gets his water shipped in. You become a piece of shit.
Straight from Indiana, or whatever podunk town he's from.
I'm pretty sure it's Indiana.
Yeah, he's got to be from one of those shitty Midwest
great
states.
Basketball state, Indiana. Pretty much all they're known for, right? Where was I going now? Now you got me off on Gordon Hayward and where he's from.
Kyrie Irving and D'Angelo Russell.
Oh, yeah. No, it won't work.
They both don't play defense. They both need the ball at all times.
Irving.
You have Spencer Dinwiddie.
So here's what I guess you're right. Kyrie Irving is the Martell in replacements to what? Oh, my God. You know, The Replacements, the movie?
The movie.
Yeah.
Shane Falco?
And to the Shane Falco, which is the duo. D'Angelo can be Shane Falco because he works well with the rest of the team.
Great.
He's been a piece of shit in other places, but he works well with the rest of the team. And if they bring Martell back, if they bring Martell in, it ruins the team.
See, I think Spencer is the guy that they need to keep.
I don't remember Shane Falco, but I remember Martell. That's fucking crazy.
Shane Falco.
Yeah. Falco's back.
Did you
He's
want
necking it with a cheerleader?
Did you want to talk about
one of John Madden's greatest
hockey?
Performances? Yeah, I mean it's the Stanley Cup. See, they start their finals at the proper time.
Cool.
No, what we have to talk about, I want to talk about actual games, is that if the Bruins fucking win the Stanley Cup, that means Boston has won
a 3-quarter chip.
3 out of 4 championships because Boston Celtics lost. If the Bruins win this if they win this game, it's pretty much over.
I don't think it's ever happened that a city has won 4 in a row. I don't think it's ever happened. New York would be the closest because of the Giants and Yankees, but no one in baseball.
Yankees.
Hockey, they haven't had a champion since 95.
If you count the Devils as part of the New York metropolitan area, but they're Jersey.
Yeah, they haven't won since 95.
Well, Devils won in 03.
And the Knicks and the Nets haven't won since...
Nets have never won, first off.
And the Knicks haven't won
They
since
win an ABA. They won an
72,
ABA.
yeah.
Nets won an ABA championship.
Yeah. So it's, I guess maybe the Golden State, do they have a hockey team up there?
What was to get the Nets into the NBA, they had to give up, why can't I think of his name? The greatest Nets player.
Oh, Julius Erving.
Yes, to the Sixers, which is hysterical.
Oh, something along those lines. The Nets one time traded Kyle Korver to the Philadelphia 76ers and when they were still in New Jersey.
You just compared Kyle Korver to the trade for Julius Erving.
But listen to this. For money and a fax machine. And the fax machine a week ago is finally out of commission.
Is this real? This is a joke.
I read an article.
This sounds like BNN.
It was cash considerations. They traded Kyle Korver for cash considerations. What the Nets did with that money, it was detailed in the article, was they bought a fax machine or a copier.
What, they charged him for like $300?
No, it was a copier was among the one thing, and then they had to like pay bills or something. But they bought a copier. So the copier or fax machine, whatever it was, just died within the last week. So Kyle Korver, still in the NBA, has outlived a machine that he was traded for.
That's pretty incredible. What is he? What's semi-pro? What's the guy in semi-pro?
That's what made me think of it. Is that Jackie Moon traded Monix for a washing machine?
Traded for Monix and a washing machine
yeah.
and $100 for Monix.
That's what it made me think of.
Oh, what a great movie! Underrated. Real quick, back into hockey. Stop trying to take it away from me.
Cool.
Stop trying to stop it. The Blues have made quite a few Stanley Cups. They were one of the first teams outside of the original six.
Cool.
They were like the second six. And they used to make... They were playing in the Stanley Cup every single year and they could obviously never beat Montreal. And they've been good now for another 10 years. And they haven't made the Stanley Cup.
Cool.
And they've now made it, and it looks like they may blow it. They were up last game pretty heavily, and they just stopped playing, and the Bruins came back and won the game.
To quote part of my take, and that was talking hockey.
No, we don't quote.
That's all I got for sports.
Spoons.
Coitus Corner!
Hot Coitus Corner.
Two things for the Coitus Corner. I'm going to save the third one because it's lengthy.
My favorite Italian word, a due.
We're going to save the one-man DP, a.k.a. Tone, for another day because, we'll save that for another day.
Okay.
Two things in the Coitus Corner. The first, a guy was fired for masturbating in the bathroom at work, and he sued his employer for firing because of that. And the courts said you are allowed to fire them for masturbating in the stall at work.
Shocker.
Thoughts?
So he sued the fucking...
He got fired for masturbating at work in the bathroom.
How do they know he was masturbating? That's got to be... Unless you're masturbating...
You're asking me to do way too much research.
No. Think about it this way. Unless you're masturbating like right in front of the sink. Like
he was in a stall, I believe.
Okay, so that means someone had to make the assumption that he was masturbating.
What if he just admitted it? What if they were curious about it and they were like, all right, did you masturbate in the bathroom? And he said yes.
Yes.
And then he got fired.
Rightfully so, then.
But then he sued them, and a court had to literally say that you...
That's how lawsuits work.
I know, it's just funny. It's just funny that a court had to say, well, no, you can't... Like, it's common sense, but no, you can't jerk off at work.
Isn't like jerking off in public places is illegal?
Is the stall
if I own the company,
bathroom?
If I own the company, am I allowed to jerk off at work? That is my own. If I own the building, that's my private business.
Not if it's in front of people.
If they say if they sign a waiver.
Well, then isn't that what Louis C.K. did? They didn't say no.
Yeah. I don't think what he did is that weird. I love Louis C.K.
What he did was weird.
There's a lot more rapey guys out there to fucking shame.
I totally agree. But he just would jerk off in front of people. That's a strange move.
He's a fucking comedian. That's like,
yeah, but he wasn't doing it as a bit. He was doing it because he was a creep.
Well, no, comedians it's like you with gambling and losing. You'd rather lose on a backdoor loss than win in a blowout.
Yeah, that doesn't affect other people.
So he would rather be like. I don't know where I'm going with this.
Because I think you're in a circle here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna catch.
I'm not saying that what he did was illegal. Well, I guess it was illegal, but I don't know if it was illegal or not. It wasn't illegal because he would have gone to jail.
He got caught up in the whole, Me Too movement.
Correct.
Yeah,
we like you, Louis. Come back.
Yeah, we do.
The only other thing I have in the Coitus Corner. This is from an excerpt of a book. O.J. Simpson had sex with Kris Jenner, according to his former agent, and he said, and I quote, "I fucked that bee until I broke her." And I read a little bit about. According to OJ's former manager, there was OJ and Nicole pre-death, and Rob Kardashian,
shout out Nicole,
and Kris Jenner were in like a hot tub together on vacation. They were all friends. Nicole goes to bed, Rob Kardashian goes to bed, and it's just OJ and Kris Jenner in the bathtub. He stands up in the jacuzzi, pulls his pants down. Apparently, she was like, "Wow," and then he banged her like real hard
In the ass.
I don't know where exactly.
Fucked in the B?
In the I don't know.
What, read it? What do you say? I fucked.
Fuck that bee until I broke her.
Okay. So he could be saying bitch without saying bitch.
And then she was supposed to go. She had to go to the hospital at 2 a.m. She went and be like, "Hey OJ, you need to take me to the hospital." And he said, "Nah, have Rob do it." Her husband. And then apparently they
he fucked
didn't
her
hang
so
out,
hard. He fucked her into the hospital.
pretty much. And then they all didn't talk for a while.
So
Kris Jenner has repeatedly denied that they ever had sex, but
she pled the fifth.
no, she's denied it.
Yeah, of course.
She was just mad that she didn't plant her own sex tape in the 70s when this happened.
Yeah.
Instead, she planted her daughters.
Do you think that's true?
100% she leaked that movie out there.
So
100%. The Kim K, Ray J tape that started the Kardashian empire was leaked by Kris Jenner. 100%.
okay.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Good for him. I can't really support him in anything he does. He literally wrote a book called If I Did It. Who is his publicist and who is his agent that says, yeah, fucking put this out?
Hold on. Was OJ the biggest douche and criminal of all time or the biggest troll of all time?
The biggest douche and criminal of all time?
But what if he was just the biggest troll of all time and that book was just a total troll move?
Because he's trolling about the death of somebody he loves.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. I was just trying to get you this.
So there, I don't remember if you remember this. I don't remember when it came out. I don't remember when we read it. There was a guy that once got accused of murder because he killed his girlfriend or wife with a blowjob. Like she was giving him a blowjob and she actually choked on his dick. And he went to court. Like, I mean, they were like, well, your DNA's everywhere, obviously.
Yes,
you
sir.
murdered her.
Yes, Your Honor.
And he was like, I didn't. She choked on my dick. I have a big dick. And he had to like have a doctor like examine his dick.
Did he have a big dick?
He had a huge cock. And the doctor was like, I think this is a plausible situation that she choked on his cock.
Oh, my Lord.
Yeah. Because there's like texts and there's like things that like said, you know, like where she was like, I want you to hold it in there for another 10 seconds. Don't let go. Like, really, really aggressive.
Fast forward 3 years later, he's back in front of the judge, and he's like,
"Killed another one.
I did it again." I think we're
We can
going to end the COITUS corner there. I do have a word of the day. A few definitions here. Interesting. It's called spooky dookie. Spooky dookie is when one enters a bathroom or restroom with the lights off. You can have no sources of light. Everything is pitch black. Then you proceed to take a shit as you normally would, wipe and wash your hands, and leave. All with the lights off. Now, there are alternative definitions. The second one is when you wipe your booty after pooping and there's nothing on the toilet paper. The sentence is, I just took a spooky dookie. The poop disappeared but left its stink. That's more of like a ghost poop, I think, in my mind, but it was in the definitions. Third definition. We're going to get racist. When a guy is...
You always have to. Word of the day.
When a guy is fucking a black chick in the ass doggy style in the dark and she turns around and smiles at you, scaring the shit out of you. You were spooked while you had your dick in her dookie. And the last one is...
Oh, we got 4, huh?
When you take a shit typically in a public place during Halloween season, and instead of real corn in the feces, you put candy corn in its place, making your crap a spooky dookie.
I like the last one a lot.
It's festive.
The situations where the first one could happen, the power goes out.
Yes, like basically where any other time frame in history before electricity.
Yeah, but your guys, they have fire. Before fire,
You don't put a fire in the outhouse.
No, but you have like a candle that you walk to the outhouse with you, and you take a shit.
I feel like it would have happened a lot back in the day.
This is a really good word of the day.
So that's the spooky dookie from back then. But when you wipe your like a ghost. Oh no, the ghost poop is when you take a shit and you look down and it's nowhere to be found. That's the ghost poop because it's already like snuck down the hole.
I don't think I've ever had that.
A ghost poop?
I've never had. I've always seen a piece of the poop.
Yeah, I've had a poop where it sneaks its way out. We're not going to delve into the racist one outside of the alliteration, and then The Halloween one I do like.
I like the Halloween one. That's a spooky dookie. Do you serve it to the kids? Like put in the... Would you go to jail for that?
It's not. It's.
Would you go to jail for that?
Chocolate peanut butter brittle.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
You would 100% go to jail for that.
Why?
Because you can't give children feces.
I didn't give them anything. You leave
You would go to jail for that.
the container outside of your house.
You would go to jail.
I mean, I would just say some douchebag teenager
You're
came.
literally poisoning the public.
No. Here's what I'm going to do. You put it out. You leave. Mm-hmm. You say some douchebag teenager. You don't have any cameras anywhere in your house. You say some douchebag teenager came and had to have done that. I would never have done that.
And then they DNA test it. It's shit.
What if it's dog poop that I found on the side of the street?
Because this is your shit that you have to change out with candy corn. That's the definition.
Okay. Well, you have to change the corn out from the
You
poop.
take the individual kernels of corn out of your own shit and
This is
replace
just
it with candy
disgusting
corn.
from the get-go.
Not to be confused with mung.
I don't know what's... No, Mung's definitely worse. I don't know why I'm even thinking about
I
it.
think mung still holds the worst definition and the best, even though it was never a word of the day. Jerusalem cruisers, still the best.
They can be a word of the day. Just a brief one.
I looked it up and it didn't really have great definitions.
Well, we can make our own. That's the best part.
Did we do Jerusalem cruiser?
We did do Jerusalem
We
Cruiser.
did. I think we just did it because we had to, but I didn't love it. I don't know. Well, that's
Wanna
our
get
word of the
yourself a
day.
plate?
All right, our hypothetical today is not a call-in. We have a special guest in studio/bedroom. Former roommate of mine, M. Sully. Current roommate of yours, Bones, M. Sully. With the hypothetical.
She loves brisket chili. That's all I'm going to say.
M. Sullivan, stealer of corned beef brisket chili.
Master of poos.
Delver of hair dye. Master of the braid.
Master of the braid. All right.
What do you got for us, Madison?
Oh, wow, thanks for that intro.
Well,
Okay.
you're not the mother of dragons, so
No, not.
I guess it's close.
This is how close I'm supposed to be.
Yeah, you could just talk like normal.
Okay, one-time thing. Gun to your head.
Okay.
You have to have sex with your mother or each other. You can choose who tops, who bottoms, and you have to finish.
This
Wow.
is shockingly good because it's almost impossible.
Way to come in with a douchebag one.
Yeah. Wait, can we switch mothers? I'll take Chris's mom.
So it has to
Z's
be
mom,
our
sorry.
own mother or... Oh, well, this is easy then. I'm going to have sex with you. No, I'm going to bang Bones.
No, I'm banging you.
No. We each get to choose.
And I'm going to bang you.
Yeah, this is easy then. Very easy.
It's not easy, though. I don't want to bang you.
I can come back from banging a guy.
can come back?
Actually, would I rather be banged? No, I'd rather bang. Nah. It's definitely not my mother. We're taking my mother out of this one.
You think it would take a while for you to finish?
Oh, I didn't even think about the hard aspect. Well, I would
Wait,
take Viagra.
no. She never said you have to come.
No, she said you have to finish. I would just take a
So
Viagra.
then it's
I would
gay.
take a Viagra to induce boner. Either way. I mean,
I might take the Molly pill.
yeah, but then it would feel good, and that would be really weird.
That would be weird. But wouldn't a Viagra pill make it feel good as well?
I took one like years ago, and it just makes you
I
have like
think-
a thin boner.
I think at this point, you might have a heart attack. You might not have the heart for...
I'm way too fat right now. I guess would I rather bang you or be banged? I guess I'd
Fuck
rather
you, Madison. God. Stealing chili.
like a blow.
Coming in with
if it were
heaters.
like if
Why is this what you thought? You said, I don't know
Yeah.
if I have one. And then
Sick
on your
fuck.
walk back, you're like, I've got one.
Yeah, it took me a little while.
I like if the question were would you rather have anal or blow a guy? Clearly, it's anal. You can't come back from a blowjob.
No, you're not coming back from that.
I'm just a bit. I'd rather bang you. I think that's pretty easy for me.
I know what I'm going to do here. And you can't say you can't do this. I'm going to jerk off until almost the second of completion and then stick it in real quick and come.
It's still gay though, because it's gay because you came.
Of course. But I'm going to like,
The age-old rule: it's not gay unless you come.
I'm going to jerk off to porn. You're going to hide
hide in
behind
the corner, and then jump out at you. And
I don't want to go in depth into this.
In a moment of
penis is shriveling.
spookiness, I will do a spooky dookie on the ground, and then I will ejaculate onto the spooky dookie. Not a bad debut from you, Madison.
Yeah, Madison, that was pretty good.
We look forward to your future segment of One Word Wednesdays coming up to a podcast near you soon.
Yeah, if you're better at them than last time.
And the quick hitters. I've got 3 for us, Bones.
3. All right.
First one's political, so we can go by quick if we want.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
A minor league baseball team named the Fresno Grizzlies aired a Memorial Day tribute. And in that tribute, at the end of the video, it's the phrase "enemies of freedom" was said. And then they showed images of Kim Jong-un, Fidel Castro, and Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez as enemies of freedom.
Wait, who were the first? Kim Jong-un. That's
Fidel Castro.
Nobody would disagree with the first 2.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
Some people
she was
would
sandwiched in between them.
Some people would disagree with her. I don't technically disagree.
I don't disagree either. The guy was immediately fired. Now,
I mean, what's crazy is like everyone's angry that she got elected, and I'm like, look at who we elected as our president, and
she got like 12,000 votes in a minority district.
Yeah, but
against an old white guy.
Yes,
my left nut could have won that election if it was named Rodriguez.
I wonder how many people from her bar that she used to bartend at.
Probably none.
No, would say she was a terrible bartender. Would never vote for her.
All of them.
Yeah, she never hooked it up.
Every patron.
Yeah.
Well, she probably really hooked it up because she believed that the alcohol was the community's alcohol.
So I remember her. I had to, for purposes of content, I had to watch that fucking documentary on Netflix. I could only watch part of it.
I refused to do it.
And she said, and I quote, but this could also be BNN because it'll only be partially true. My experience as a bartender has prepared me perfectly for politics. And I'm almost positive that's like exactly what she said because I was so angry when I heard that. I'm like, because the reason is because she was on her feet all day and had to deal with multiple people at one time.
I thought it was going to be she learned how to steal out of the cash register. Just like she wants to steal every American's dollars. I thought that. Would you rather have a beer with Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez or LeBron James? And you have to talk to them for a half hour.
She's smoking hot. I'd try to bang her the entire time. That is literally my whole goal in that scenario is let me lie to her that I am fully... I'm going to read the fucking Green Deal before I go in to meet her and be like, I fully support the Green Deal.
I was going to say, she's going to spout out her disgustingness to you.
I know. I'm fine with that. I'm literally...
Or LeBron. But you get to talk shit to LeBron. He can't hit you.
No. I can talk shit to LeBron and he can't hit me now, so...
That's a good point.
And what is my shit talking going to do to him realistically in his face when he's like, so I'm a billionaire and I don't care about what the fuck
if it was
you're
Kevin
saying.
Durant, he would create a new Twitter account and he would throw shade back at you. Because he's a bitch.
I like Kevin Durant.
And you can't actually talk too much shit to AOC because then you'll get arrested.
No, I'm not talking any shit.
I know,
her.
I'm just saying.
I'm only talking positive things to get her in the sack.
All right, next one
Do you think she is clean shaven? Waxed?
Wasn't there that picture? Oh no, that was debunked.
Yes.
No, she's from Brooklyn, so she's probably not. Well,
No,
she's
that
not
doesn't
Brooklyn.
mean anything.
She's Brooklyn, right?
That doesn't mean anything. Just because you're
Probably a
from
hipster. No, she thinks she's a hipster.
No. Didn't she grow up in like a nice rich area?
But she thinks she's a hipster. That's what hipsters are. They think they're cool.
They think they're cool, so they don't shave.
Probably. Did you see her boyfriend, the creepy like ginger guy? He's ugly. He also funneled money out of her campaign.
Awesome.
Allegedly.
Yeah. See, you know what he did? He went in and he spoke some swag to her. He read her the whole Green Deal, said, I know it word for word.
She auditioned for that job, by the way. She auditioned.
That's literally
Legit
in the
auditioned.
document. That's in the fucking documentary about her.
Why would you admit that? I need to stop talking about her. I'm just getting angry.
Okay.
Kit Harington went to rehab for stress and alcohol ahead of the Game of Thrones finale because he was so distraught about what happened in the ending.
Oh, I sent the video of him
crying.
Yeah, like he was like boggled by it.
He legit went to rehab.
And Danny was like smiling and just being like, "Hey, you're fucking killing me."
When the video I watched just the table read pretty much. It was like
that's it. Yeah, that's it.
Like 10 minutes.
And everyone else smiling. They're like, "Oh wow,
when
we
she
really
kills
got him."
Varys though, she kind of like touches Varys' arm and like kind of smirks at him, and he was like distraught. He like threw the script down.
Yep.
So Danny's. I did see when I watched like a few minutes throughout the rest, and one thing.
Do you think the alcoholism was caused by that one specific scene, or he's been drinking for a while? You can't
I think
just
he's a pretty happy guy, and I think he was just upset that his awesome character had to kill his love interest because the writers got time crunched.
You know, isn't he actually dating and or married to? We've talked about this.
Egret.
Egret. Yeah. All right. Whatever. Move on.
Last one. Sherpas haul a frozen corpse from Mount Everest, and the question really is, what's up with all these fucking people dying in Mount Everest?
There were like 13 deaths in like a week.
First of all, why are you doing this?
That's my main question.
You want to be a hardo? Go run a marathon.
Go jump out of a plane without a parachute and have somebody swoop you down, like, put a parachute on your back.
That's just dangerous.
Well, no, you have somebody with a parachute right behind you.
And I guess, though, if you die, it's a quick death. If you die on Mount Everest, it's a shitty death.
It's actually, you probably die in your sleep because you have to, you get very tired very quickly because you're at very high altitudes and it's very cold.
And you just have no blood flow.
I don't know.
But you would start losing limbs first, too, if you were like awake when it was happening. Like, you would just have no feeling in your limbs because of the frostbite.
I would hope to have a heart attack and have my heart explode before hitting the ground on jumping out of a plane.
Yeah. I mean, that would definitely happen with me.
Yeah.
But, like, what are these people, like, they need to prove to themselves you can climb Mount Everest.
Prove yourself.
Climb a regular mountain.
They're paying to die.
Yeah.
They're literally paying to die.
Or like I said, run a marathon, go do a triathlon, like do some other hardo thing. Why do that?
It's probably the Sherpas are like, we're not going up here right now because you're probably going to die because we know the weather is changing. And so we're going to wait till you die and we'll come and pick up your body.
And the people that actually live and are from the mountain are not regular humans. They are literally genetically modified, those people, because they're generations and generations of people.
They're like the Jackson Whites, but they just call them Sherpas.
Yeah. They're like igloo people. Like, hey, like we could walk around in the negative 14 degree weather. Like, who cares? Like, you fucking dumb gringo from fucking, I don't know, Woodbridge, New Jersey, get the fuck out of here. You're a regular-ass person.
Yeah, but he's been training for a year and a half, and he's climbed 3 mountains that are
I was in my zero-gravity chamber in the backyard in the negative 12 degrees. Like, you're not fucking Goku, okay? This isn't Dragon Ball Z. You can't train like that. Don't be a douche.
It's pretty crazy that you can't put, at that point, there's not enough clothing to literally not to save you. Your body just stops heating itself.
Yeah, it just can't.
What are your balls like in that situation? They're inside, right?
They're in your throat.
They're inside.
Might as well be in your throat.
You have no penis, no balls. They're gone. You basically, people come back from Mount Everest as women. Guys go.
They come back as Varys.
Yeah. Come back transgendered afterwards.
All right, Bonesy. That's what we got for today.
We can do shout-outs?
Let's shout them out.
Do you want to give me a whammy into shout-outs?
How about a 3?
I guess since she's sitting here eating, we'll give a shout out to Madison.
Good debut.
Really good debut here.
Good debut.
I know she was a little angry that she wasn't on the podcast.
I will shout out Madison for eating Bones' corned beef brisket chili.
Brisket chili,
I
yeah.
don't know where you're getting the corned beef from. Was it corned beef?
Well, beef brisket. I'm just throwing the corned beef brisket.
And it was really fast acting karma because her stomach was fucked up. So it was like real quick.
So back to regular shout.
It's not really that she ate the chili. Let me just go into this. It's that every other food item that she ate in that evening, she brought the sausage out that she was eating. She brought her bowl or poke bowl or whatever the fuck it is, a kai bowl, acai later, whatever the fuck it is. Acai bowl, acai later. She brought that out to eat in the living room, but the brisket chili she magically had to eat in the kitchen.
Yeah, guilty conscience.
Yeah. And she's like, it was only 2 bites. I know it was more than 2 bites. That if it was only 2 bites, that means there's been another day where she's also had some bites of the brisket chili.
Ghost the direwolf took 2 bites.
But still, shout out. That was a good one, Madison. Shout out to my mother, because you always have to shout out your mother. Shout out to Chris's mother.
Yeah, sure. Shout out my mom.
Shout out to Z's mom. Shout out to D Rips and Gross Seek Grub for a great carb on carb today. We will be posting that and tagging you. Mm-hmm. And, shout out to my ECBC girls. Anti-shout out LeBron. Okay.
What up, Murph? Shout out to the Baby Club, Emilio and Luca. Ian, and I'll pronounce your name correctly just this one time, the Nehas, because you will no longer be the Nehas. Shout out to you guys in your upcoming nuptials this weekend in Charlotte.
Will she take his name?
She will take his name. They're traditional folk.
They're not like our little potato friend?
They are not. Shout out to Joey Jerv, Bobby Talbot, Colin Schmordor, be shill and Pask. I'm excited to seeing all of you this weekend, spending some time in Charlotte. Low weekend shout-outs for me. That's pretty much all I got.
Where's the anti-shout-outs? Anti-shout-out.
I'm not done there.
Okay.
I would like you to follow us on Instagram and Twitter.
Ooh.
At Z_Boken and at Bones_Boken. A YouTube page is on its way. Mm-hmm. Merch will be on their way.
Oh. And
some Patreon perks will be on their way at some point. We're also on Twitter
I've been
at
recording this whole time.
BokenBoys96. Anti-shoutouts. Val's husband. Also to he who must not be named. Anyone else?
LeBron. I'll say it twice. Anti-shout-out to OJ.
Anti-shout-out to LeBron's son, Bronny.
Anti-shout-out to LeBron's son. Shout-out to Kevin Durant.
Fuck you.
Bang.
That's all I got. Goodbye.